Coming up on Unpeeled, every bunny is going wild over the sequel to this hit animated movie.
These dancers kicked off the holiday season at this Turkey Day parade.
The U.S. government is emphasizing style over comfort for its travelers.
And this music company added some new bells and whistles to its yearly gift. All that and more, Unpeeled starts right now. Welcome to the season finale of Unpeeled. I'm Sophia Zaninovich.
And I'm Albaugh. Now for an update on an annual Christmas tree lighting. The holidays officially kick off in New York City tonight as the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is being lit. Crowds filled Midtown ahead of the ceremony, which actually just started. The lighting will start right before 10 p.m.
This year's tree is a 75-foot Norway spruce from East Greenbush, New York, decorated with more than 50,000 lights. The tree will remain in the city until January before being donated to Habitat for Humanity. You can watch the full event live on NBC and Peacock right now. Variety and CNN released the new all-star lineup for the 23rd season of Actors on Actors, and it's bringing some Hollywood's most recognizable names. The series highlights conversations between acting pairs about life in the industry, upcoming projects, and how the industry has changed.
The series will feature conversations between Julia Roberts and Sean Paul, Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ariana Grande and Adam Sandler. The season starts on Friday with a new conversation premiering each day for 13 consecutive days. Wow, this is a great way to kind of kick off some of the holiday spirit with some of the biggest actors in this industry. I'm excited, especially about Ariana Grande and Adam Sandler. What a duo that is.
Such a random mix of people, which I love. And one of my favorite things about that duo, they're kind of both comedians in their own right. You know, Ariana Grande,
she's got a funny bone to her.
She's got a funny bone, but I think people think of her for Broadway and all the acting she's done and the music she's done recently. But when she was little, she was on Nickelodeon, all that stuff. But I'm excited, especially, they're a perfect example of an age gap. Most of these pairs have an age gap.
Yeah, it's expanding across generations. I think that was intentional. It brings in such a wide variety of different people with such a wide variety of different actors. It's perfect for this series.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they come up with and who we get to see the pairs of. Ariana Grande would be so funny. What if they switched outfits?
Yeah, Adam Sandler with the baggy shorts. Ariana Grande's got
the dress, and they switch. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. All right, sticking in the film industry, Disney has gone wild again with Zootopia 2. It was released on Thanksgiving and completely took over the box office, making an estimated $556 million globally. This is the biggest worldwide start of all time for an animated film.
This better-than-expected launch was accomplished in large part because in China, it secured the top animated opening of all time, making $272 million alone. Disney Entertainment co-chair Alan Bergman said, quote, "It's a proud moment for Disney Animation and all of us at Disney, not to mention a great way to start the holiday season." Wow. What a great Christmas bonus that was.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Over $500 million. Everyone keeps wondering, why are these companies making all of these sequels? I have over 500 million reasons why. It's because of the money.
Exactly.
And this was a great film. I went and saw. I haven't seen Wicked yet. I'm excited for what's going to continue to come for this Zootopia franchise, which is only getting started at this point.
It's only getting started. And I will say something about when companies try to, this movie does so well, we're going to do it over and over and over.
It's a little dry.
Sometimes it gets a little dry.
This was not, though.
People are saying this Zootopia, and it came out of nowhere. People didn't expect this at all. So I'm really excited to see it. And if you say it's good, I should go see it.
And there's a huge international, in
international.
Europe, in China. The main premise of the film is that now snakes are running rampant in Zootopia for the first time in over a century. This is a great movie. I had a lot of fun. You got to watch it.
I need to go watch it, and I'm excited for this new generation to watch it because the first one came out when we were little.
Wow.
So this is really exciting. And releasing on Christmas Day, the upcoming film Marty Supreme has taken the nation by storm. But it's not just the movie that's gaining attention. Starring actor Timothée Chalamet and designer Donnie Denemas has teamed up to produce a limited edition merch line that includes Marty Supreme jacket as marketing for the film.
Famous faces such as Kylie Jenner, Tom Brady, Frank Ocean, and even the Biebers are showing off this new winter fashion trend. retailing for $250. The jacket offers a windbreaker material with a bold 90s style that comes in numerous vibrant colors, which is just what fans are looking for this season. From fashion to the radio, iHeart Radio has formally prohibited any use of AI-generated music and artificial voices across all platforms. This comes after a new increase in AI-driven creators gaining popularity on major streaming charts, with some even reaching #1 on Apple Music Christian song charts. My goodness.
It's so upsetting. The president of national programming for iHeart Media, Tom Pullman, said, quote, "We guarantee we're never playing AI music. There won't be AI music. AI listeners, none of that." The company also noted that as well as its listeners, it prefers human-created songs and live radio personalities. This has been, it feels like a short time coming, but it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, this is, my goodness, I have a big heart for iHeart Radio right now, because this is the first domino that's going to fall for hopefully a lot of different industries, even the broadcasting industry. Maybe this saves our job one day, Sophia. Who knows?
It's so upsetting because I don't think when people get confused about AI, people that don't know, that aren't in media, AI is a culmination of things that have already been created. So for it to take over music, something that is a creative thing, something that is so artistic, I'm so happy iHeartRadio is doing something like this.
And it's crazy that a song actually hit #1 on the Christian song chart.
Yes, so Solomon Ray, the person you were talking about, the
figment of our imagination.
The AI that someone created reached the top charts, Christian charts, and the Christian circle specifically was very upset about this because it's worship music, it's inspirational music, and they were saying, if this isn't our algorithm and this is popular, there's not a human creating this. It's a little scary. It's scary.
It's about time this happened. All right, when we return, we're traveling back to the Upside Down for the final season of a hit Netflix show.
And we discuss the best performances from this year's Macy's Day Parade. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. For fans of Hawkins, don't fear, the crew is back together. But the new season of this highly anticipated show hasn't come without its share of controversy. Our TV reporter Sophia takes us into the 5th and final season of Stranger Things.
It's true, the final season of Stranger Things is officially here, and fans are already turning their worlds upside down, trying to keep up with the drama on screen and off screen. Season 5 marks the end of the Netflix phenomenon, meaning fans are preparing to say goodbye faster than Max runs up that hill. Volume 1 dropped November 26, Volume 2 is a present on Christmas Day, and the series finale ends off the year coming out on New Year's Eve. Beyond Vecna and his Demogorgons, there's another story grabbing the headlines. A reported conflict between stars Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour. Earlier this month, speculation arose about the alleged accusation of Harbour on-set bullying. But on November 28th, Deadline posted an interview on TikTok with Brown. When asked about the alleged drama, she responded saying, quote, "Of course, I feel safe. We've worked together for 10 years. While neither actor or Netflix has directly addressed the bullying, both of them seem very close at the premiere." But on screen, the stakes are just as high. In the first 4 episodes, we were introduced to new but already very loved characters. One of my personal favorites is Derek Turnbow, played by Jake Connolly. He won the hearts over by fans despite being the stereotypical bully in the show. And the recast of Holly Wheeler has shocked but also wowed fans. Viewers have been loving actor Nell Fisher and the song I Think We're Alone Now, which plays in a key scene in the show. As the rest of the season comes out, let's just say fan excitement is cranked up all the way up to 11. I'm your TV beat reporter, Sophia DeStasso. Sophia, are you excited for the rest of Stranger Things?
I'm excited, so excited to see it. I've actually never seen any of Stranger Things, but maybe I should start watching. One of the country's favorite traditions, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, brought spectacular performances across many genres. Our Broadway reporter, Kate Galante, and our music reporter, Elizabeth Gottlieb, are here to tell us more.
Thanks, Sophia. The 2025 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade celebrated this year's star-studded Broadway productions, including Buena Vista Social Club and Ragtime. A standout performance was from Just in Time, featuring Jonathan Groff, Sarah Hyland, and Sadie Dickerson, performing a medley of Bobby Darin's iconic hits such as Beyond the Sea and Dream Lover. Groff even spotted comedian Bowen Yang in the audience and pulled him out to dance with the company. A dazzling revival of the Broadway classic A Chorus Line marked a powerful return to the spotlight at the parade, newly titled A Chorus Line, The Next Generation. And the Radio City Rockettes, of course, took to the parade with their annual performance we all know and love, this year celebrating their 100th anniversary.
While there was no Broadway performance from Wicked this year, Cynthia Erivo kicked off festivities with Feeling Good, popularized by Nina Simone. Unlike most performances at the parade, Erivo did not lip sync and sang while accompanied by a grand pianist. At the conclusion of her performance, she cut the ceremonial red ribbon to officially begin the parade. Other notable performances included Lainey Wilson singing Somewhere Over Laredo and Conan Gray singing Vodka Cranberry. Mr. Fantasy made his TV debut at the parade with his iconic black bob and sunglasses. The singer performed his song, Mr. Fantasy, while on a pirate ship float and throughout the parade climbed onto different parts of the ship. Now, there were a lot of great performances, but my favorite has to be the K-pop Demon Hunters performing Golden for the first time on television.
Lizzie, I completely agree. I am a big fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. I think I've seen the movie like 4 times, but one of the highlights of the performance was the choreography. I loved how they incorporated performers of all ages, young and old. It was so upbeat, so lively, and I don't know if you noticed this, but the 3 performers actually had younger versions of themselves mirroring their movements, which was so adorable and a really nice touch to the performance, I think.
Absolutely, and it was hard to tell if they were lip syncing or not, but I don't even care because it was just so fun to watch. Great for all ages, but not all performances were family friendly. Shaggy performed his hit song, It Wasn't Me, and although they took out the explicit lyrics in the song, parents still raised some concerns.
Yeah, I mean, the parade is clearly family friendly with the Bluey float, the Sesame Street float. I can only imagine parents' reactions when their kids were hearing that song at the parade.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the 100th parade is coming up next year, so it's going to be exciting to see what they have in store. Back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, Elizabeth and Kate. Locals are not saying bah humbug to these holiday festivities around Syracuse. We'll break down what's in store when we come back. ABC's Dancing with the Stars aired its first ever holiday special last night, just 1 week after the finale of its 34th season. Here to break it down is our reality TV reporter, Lane Yeager. Now, Lane, I'm so excited to talk about this because I watched part of the finale. I kind of missed it because I was studying for a test, but I had no idea there was a holiday thing. So tell me about it.
Yes, so Dancing with the Holidays was a 1-hour special that featured some holiday performances by the pros, as well as some guest appearances by stars from this past season. Additionally, the pros kind of talked about their holiday plans, gave each other holiday superlatives, and it was all very festive. And I'm eager to see if they'll do this again next year because it was the first time they've done a special like this.
Yeah, so what are fans' reaction to this holiday? Because I had no idea it was happening. So I wanted to see it. I wanted to react to it. And also to the finale because it just happened.
Fans thoroughly enjoyed the special just because they are missing season 34 already, which just crowned Robert Irwin and Whitney Carson as this year's Mirror Ball champions. And Robert's win actually broke the record for the most amount of votes that have ever been cast. He got 72 million, even though he actually forgot part of his routine during the finale, which kind of led a lot of fans to claim the show was rigged due to his large Australian fan base. However, only those within the US, its territories, and Canada were able to vote, so those Australian voters really didn't play a role.
Oh, wow. That's upsetting to me because Robert Irwin, he did so good, and I think he should get more points if he forgot his routine and he pulled it off. He still pulled it off. So props to him, but there's also one of the other celebrities that's in the news right now.
Yeah, so Whitney Levitt and Mark Ballas, who were voted out the week before the finale, actually went on Alex Cooper's podcast, Call Her Daddy, and performed their own freestyle, which kind of upset a lot of fans because they felt as though she was kind of making things about herself because it premiered right after the finale did. But, you know, love her or hate her, she actually announced on Monday that she is going to be making her Broadway debut as Roxy Hart in Chicago. So I'm eager to see how people are going to react to her performance.
Oh, that's so exciting. Now, thank you so much for talking about the holiday. Thank you, Lane, for being on here. Now, Drew, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
Well, Sophia, if you're looking for a way to spend the cold winter in Syracuse, then look no further than this hot lineup of events. Our Syracuse events reporter, Maddie Ritter, is here to tell us how all to spend our holiday season.
Thanks, Drew. It's important to know the holidays are taken very seriously in Central New York. However, if you don't want to get out of your pajamas and be seen by the world, happening now is Lights on the Lake at Onondaga Lake Park. This is a 2-mile drive-through event with dazzling light displays. Don't break the bank. Tickets are only $20 per car. And if you're looking to enjoy some out-of-the-box art as well as learn some Central New York history, waste no time. The Erie Canal Museum is hosting their annual gingerbread gallery. This event showcases artwork from local bakers crafting gingerbread into intricate, detailed creations. This year, visitors can expect to see artwork mimicking popular media like The Wizard of Oz. Tickets are $12 for adults, $10 for seniors, and $5 for children. And Skinny Atlas is hosting their annual Charles Dickens Christmas, featuring those dressed up as characters from A Christmas Carol. Visitors are expected to participate as if they're actually a part of the story. The year is 1842, and Queen Victoria is in town with Charles Dickens. Organizers in the village of Skinny Atlas say this event brings in over 20,000 people each year. This isn't just a one-day event either. The festivities last from November 30th up until Christmas Eve. The events are made possible by over 130 local businesses. And for those who aren't looking to participate in the holiday festivities, are a number of Broadway shows to see this winter. Wicked is showing at the Landmark Theater, as well as Guys and Dolls at the Red House Arts Center. My advice, don't forget your hats, gloves, jackets, and boots. Syracuse is expected to receive between 120 and 140 inches of snow this winter. Back to you, Drew.
Thanks, Maddie. When we return, we're discussing how the U.S. government is calling for more formal airport attire. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
We all know airport fashion practically has its own style these days, and Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says it's time to throw out the new and, well, go back to the old. Our fashion and beauty reporter Janae Horst breaks down the push to change.
Thank you, Sophia. Like most of my peers, my airport outfits purely depend on my final destination. If it's a short flight, I might don a pair of jeans just to dress it up a little, but anything longer than 2 hours and it sweats all the way. And I'm not the only one. But for Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, that's as close to blasphemy as one can get. Duffy and the Trump administration have launched a stylistic campaign, hoping to bring in, quote, the golden age of travel. The video explores citizens to dress with courtesy and class during their air travel, becoming one with a state of poise and respect. Duffy stars in the campaign video, along with images of passengers from decades ago in their most proper. It then does a time jump, jumping to assumably the most modern now, showing the, quote, lowest of airplane fashion. The campaign hopes to promote civility, but seemingly neglects the reasons for incivility. At a time when air travel is more stressful and frustrating than ever, the golden age of travel is proving to be near impossible. Duffy says, quote, manners don't stop at the gate. Things aren't what they used to be. Let's bring civility and manners back. Ask yourself, are you helping a pregnant woman put her bag in the overhead bin? Are you dressing with respect? However, after coming off the largest government shutdown in history, it's clear that Duffy is missing the point. Airports around the country are understaffed, flights are constantly delayed, and passengers are never satisfied. This year ranks as one of the biggest travel years ever, and some of us are more worried about whether a t-shirt or comfy pants are building respect. An ex-user responded to Duffy saying, you could be dressed in a black tie and still be a jerk, and you could be wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt and be the most considerate person in the world. The clothes, in this case, do not make the person. When federal policy meets personal style, there's bound to be a battle. Airport fashion has now officially become more than a trend, it's a national conversation. I'm your fashion and beauty reporter, Janae Horst. Now, back to you, Drew.
I, for one, definitely had a hoodie on over this weekend at the airport. All right, a major court ruling this week could put OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT, on the hook for hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. Let's bring in our business and tech reporter, Cami Bremer, to break it all down. All right, Cami, so let's get right into it. What is happening right now with OpenAI?
Well, thank you so much for having me. So a federal judge ordered OpenAI to turn over internal Slack messages and documents. And for those who don't know, Slack is a messaging site that organizations and schools use to communicate. But what's important is what's in these messages. So it's been known that employees have been talking about deleting data sets of pirated books known as Book 1 and 2. And the court won't allow OpenAI to have attorney-client privilege because it has not given a legal reason for deleting these data sets, which kind of suggests that maybe they knew they had copyrighted books and other works, which would support a claim of copyright infringement, which is a huge deal.
So from a business standpoint, what does this mean? I mentioned the hundreds, millions, maybe even billions of dollars?
Yes, exactly. So pretty much, if this supposed claim is true, then that would be copyright infringement, like we mentioned, which is an incredibly huge deal. And that would be around $150,000 per work. Now, for a big company, maybe that doesn't seem like a ton of money, but if we really look into it, they could have hundreds of thousands of copyrighted books in a shadowed library. So $150,000 per piece, that could easily rack up to hundreds of millions, to almost $1 billion. And the reason why this isn't so far-fetched is because just this past September, another company, Anthropic, had this settlement of $1.5 billion in damages from having a copyright issue. So looking at this, tech industry is really going to be looking closely, especially now that we have regulation towards AI. They're going to be examining how AI systems are being trained and how are they going to go about documenting licensing agreements and all this future stuff.
So we are the entertainment show here at Citrus.
Yes.
So how does this affect entertainment, as a landscape as a whole?
Well, for authors, publishers, screenwriters, this is actually great news because I feel like in the past few years, all we've been told is AI is coming from our jobs, especially in the writing field, the broadcasting
even here.
field.
Yeah.
Exactly, even here. So with this, it kind of gives them a little bit of protection, regulation, and reassurance that their works aren't just going to be stolen from them and their jobs aren't just going to be taken. I know in the SAG-AFTRA strike, this was a big issue that was brought up. So only future will tell.
Yeah, restrictions coming. iHeart Radio earlier in the show, we mentioned it, and now this. Thanks so much, Cami. When we return, we're recapping all of the best sports moments from the year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Peelers.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries.
But now, we've got something to say. Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses.
It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence. Until we're no longer
80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement. So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
Welcome back, Unpeelers. Year in and year out, the world of sports delivered some of the biggest moments on the biggest stages. So who better to recap those moments in 2025 than our sports reporter, Nathaniel Cunningham. Over to the Cunningham's Corner.
Yeah, that's right, Drew. 2025 has seen some of the craziest moments we could have imagined. So let's not waste any time and hop right into Cunningham's Corner. Back in January, a 17-year-old by the name of Luke Littler became the youngest darts champion ever. And he didn't just win, he dominated three-time champion Michael Van Gerwen 7-3. You know there's a reason why they call it March Madness, right? Well, 2025 had a lot of it. On the men's side, Florida made a historic comeback to beat Houston in the final. The Gators trailed by 12 points in the second half, which marks the third largest comeback in an NCAA championship game. On the women's side, though, UConn returned to the mountaintops, taking down South Carolina 82-59. The win secured the 12th national title for the Huskies, more than any other men's or women's squad ever, and UConn's first since 2016. Just 2 weeks later, and Rory McIlroy got his masterpiece. After winning 4 majors in 3 years between 2011 and 2014, the elusive trophy at Augusta National was finally lifted by the Northern Irishman. This makes him just the 6th male golfer to win golf's Grand Slam. The early spring of April, May, and June was spent across the pond because the pitch was on fire. Wrexham, the football or soccer team that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney own, got promoted for the 3rd straight season, marking one of the fastest rises in English soccer. Tottenham Los Angeles Dodgers did something that hasn't happened this century. Win back-to-back World Series in a 7-game thriller against the Toronto Blue Jays. And that's honestly just the tip of the iceberg. We could sit here all day long, but our producers Ella and Riley wouldn't like that too much. So from inside Cunningham's Corner, I'll send it back to you, Sophia.
Thank you, Nathan. The holidays are only weeks away, which means this is the best time to start watching holiday movies. But are you going to rewatch old movies or try some of the new ones out? Our film reporter Abby Tolchin is here to talk about what types of movies people are watching this holiday season.
Thanks, Sophia. Holiday movies are something that many people, including myself, take very seriously. But is that because of new ones coming out or old ones that we keep rewatching? When people ask for a holiday movie suggestion, most of the time people are recommending movies from years ago, nothing recent. So that made me wonder why no good holiday movies have come out recently. I decided to do a little research of my own and asked fellow Unpeelers what their favorite holiday movies are. And to none of my surprise, we got all the classics. We got Elf, A Christmas Story, Rudolph, The Grinch, Polar Express, and what is one thing all of these movies have in common? They all came out at least 20 years ago. So why haven't any good holiday movies come out recently? Instead of just Hallmark making the usual rom-com holiday movie, there is much more competition, with companies like Amazon and Netflix, and even smaller companies like Roku and Tubi, who are also making similar movies, and makes it much more difficult for a movie to gain the same popularity it did 20 or more years ago. But that's not the only thing. The cost to make these movies is just getting higher. Networks like Lifetime and Hallmark are not getting the same ad dollars or carriage deals. This makes it harder for them to cast A-list celebrities, find good places to film, or even get enough fake snow for the perfect holiday effect. So they resort to less known actors, easier places to film, and losing viewership in the process. And frankly, writers are running out of ideas. Movies are becoming so similar it almost makes them cheesy and just repetitive. So people would rather just watch the original. Now, there have been a few good movies that have come out in the past decade. In 2019, Disney released Noelle, a movie about Santa's daughter that got very good reviews. In 2020, Hulu released the movie Happiest Season, which is a fun comedy movie highlighting the LGBTQ+ community and their awkward families that also got pretty good reviews. So, as you're picking out a movie to watch with your family this holiday season, maybe try a new one out, or be like me and just watch your favorite 3 on repeat. I'm your film reporter, Abby Tolchin. Sophia, back to you.
Abby, I think I'll definitely be watching the favorite ones over and over again. Now, from 6/7 to Jet 2 holidays, this year has been nothing short of niche pop culture moments. We're drafting our favorites when we return. Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Welcome back, Unpeelers. This year has brought so many funny internet moments that have shaped our humor and our vocabulary.
With so many online jokes from this year that have gained national attention, we have our pop culture reporter, Sigourney Bell, We got a game to play. What are we going to do?
Yes, guys. So I made our lovely host here and myself pick out some of our top favorite pop culture moments from this year, so all of 2025, and we're going to go through the list. And of course, since I'm the pop culture reporter, I'm going to pick who has the best list.
That's so not.
I will
that's
be
so
grading
not okay.
myself too. It's okay. I'm going to start. This is a recent one.
Okay.
I'm going Madam Marvel. Flip it around, Wicked Witch, Wicked Witch. She has been saying this on every single press tour for Wicked. It is so funny, and there's like compilations of her doing it so many times. I love it. You can just do it with your friends.
It's so fun.
Flip it around, Wicked Witch,
Wicked Witch.
Wicked Witch.
I love it.
We're gonna go around.
See, that's a pretty, that's pretty new, but it's okay. I'll let it pass. It's fun. Mine is the Louvre heist. I love it. It's so French of them. They couldn't even do it at night. They were like, we shall be different. We will do it during the day.
Can you give us an accent?
No, I'm not
That's
gonna
the
do
French
it.
right
That's about as much as you're gonna get right now. But of course it was during the day, and it's straight out of a movie. Also, they did catch 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. Look them up.
Hotties is what we're gonna say.
Look them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
My moment, the Coldplay concert. I feel like I need to get out of the screen right now because, they were caught on camera. And look at the shame in that man's eyes.
It's not real.
Having your affair caught on camera is
a
moment.
Don't get a private box and don't stand right in the front.
Yeah.
And people recreate the moment, so that's my first.
That's a really good one.
And speaking of that, the concept of Cynthia Erivo using her bald head.
You're wicked.
I know, Wicked is just
thief of the moment
all
right now.
2025, but Cynthia Erivo tapping her head to like retrieve memories is just an amazing pop culture moment. Again, you can do it anytime if you're thinking you're like, wait, let me like
on a test if you really.
She has a lot of hand, and also this one.
She is so iconic. That's my next one.
I love that one. Yeah, that's a good one. My other one that I literally could not stop saying this summer is, it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. I don't know the full thing, but it's so funny. It makes me giggle every time. Justin Bieber was saying it because paparazzi, someone was bugging him. He was talking about protecting his family and his kid. It was a moment that probably we shouldn't have been making fun of, but it's so quotable. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
All right, and my second moment, which is collectively it's our 6th or 7th moment because I'm choosing 6, 7. I feel like that was the biggest pop culture moment of the year.
I think coming from you, that's why I don't want to hear it anymore.
Well,
I'm done with it.
My dad is a teacher, and he's had to deal with it, and he just started saying it more than students. And at home, he unironically, I say 6, and he goes 6, 7. I'm like, Dad,
your dad?
I'm gonna kick you out of your own house.
That's a grown man.
Keep doing that.
That's a grown man. Everyone's saying it.
That's why I think I should win. My dad's doing this pulp. He's not doing.
No, if you're a teacher, you're doing it for sure. Everyone's doing it. Can you do it 67 times before we end this block?
No.
I don't think we need to judge pop culture moments based on Drew's dad. I've got one more though too. Jet 2 holiday, and that's all I'll say.
I love it, and that's it. And I think we all won.
Yeah. Oh no. Well.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Sigourney, so much. There were definitely lots of memorable pop culture's moments this year.
But now it's time to return to a yearly fan favorite when we're coming back, unwrapping Spotify's early holiday gifts. You don't want to miss it. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to my house. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The walls were closing in. Clearly a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It could help you find a little more breathing room.
Welcome back, Unpeeled. This morning, all major music listening platforms released yearly user recaps. Spotify Wrapped added a new feature, including a listening age element that calculates how old a user's music taste is, and a club element which sorts listeners into one of 6 groups.
The company also added a quiz for users to guess their most listened to singer, showing a race between users' top artists on their screens before revealing the winner. But the biggest addition is the interactive live experience, which allows users to invite up to 9 friends to compare listening stats.
All right, now let's guess all of our host 2025 music recaps.
Let's do it live. Let's
and
do
we
it right
have our
now.
hosts here.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Okay, let's
You thought you
squish
guys were
in.
done with us?
Okay, so we're gonna watch it here on the screen.
We knew this was gonna happen.
All right, so shoot. Okay.
I gotta get out of the way here.
All right, so
let's just start with
Apple Music. Who's the Apple Music?
So some
Apple Music is better. It is better though. That's why I was
then
crashing
we
out.
have right here we've got some pop rap is the top genre. Kendrick Lamar is the top artist.
I like that Kendrick Lamar part.
I think that's it. So these two are done. So then we have Tate McRae, Dance Pop.
Ricky, was that actually you, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Nicole.
Nicole.
I wonder who this is.
Who could that be?
That is Bella.
That's an easy
Yeah, sorry, Sunset Boulevard.
Andrew Lloyd Webber is her second artist. So I think it's Miss
Sunset
Broadway.
Boulevard took over.
Conan Gray's a good rebound though. Conan Gray's a good
BOA
rebound.
Bella, that's for sure yours.
And now we got Sabrina Carpenter in the A1 top artist.
Fleetwood Mac.
This is Sophia. This is totally giving Sophia.
I always have Fleetwood Mac in there.
There you go.
Only 24,000 minutes. Are you not?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I had a very busy year of traveling, so I did not listen to
You don't listen to music on the plane?
All right,
I've been talking most minutes listened to.
So who do we have left? Yeah, who do we have left?
I think looking at the two options that we have, if we look at the option over here and we see Jerry Vale, the Beatles, the band, it's giving Rob.
And then
Jerry
we got Morgan
Perry
Wallen.
Como? Who listens to Perry Como? You, honey.
No.
Yeah.
My grandma listens to Perry Como. She shares my Spotify. So this is
That's
Grandma.
awesome, Rob.
Thank you, Bella.
I think
This is Grandma Rose.
What's the story behind you sharing the Spotify?
I set up her Alexa, and she goes, Alexa, play Jerry Vale, Mala Femina every single day. Grandma Rose, if you're watching this, you're probably listening to her right now.
All right.
She probably is.
Last one, Morgan Wallen. There's only one person left.
She cannot stop talking about Morgan Wallen every single
Do you see my
week.
#1 song? I always wanted a brother from Mufasa.
Oh,
cute.
is that embarrassing?
No, that's cute.
That's
All right, everybody. Well, this was our Spotify Wraps, and it's time to wrap it up. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have with you tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at Unpeeled_Syracuse and on Instagram at CitrusTVE on X. I'm Sophia Zaninovich.
And I'm Drew Albaugh. Thank you for tuning in to our season finale. We'll see you next year. Happy holidays, Syracuse.
Bye.
Oh, no more.